Morning on one of the podcasts I was listening to at the gym, and Andy Frisella quoted, "The world is fueled by results, not effort." Right? Society today has a big misconception of being paid directly for your effort. Right? At the end of the day, effort will take you pretty far. Right? And the lesson that I want to lead into this is, in the beginning, you're probably going to have to make significant more effort to get quality results. And there's always going to be periods of your life and periods of time that you're going to have to make more effort than what you're used to, right? To get the same result that you were used to. Because there's outside circumstances, there's other things going on that are conditional, that are helping. And there's going to be periods of your life that things were going smoothly, but they're not anymore. Right. So that does require more effort. That does require putting your nose down to the grindstone and just absolutely getting after it. But in the beginning, more importantly, you need to push and put more effort into whatever it is that you're doing in order to achieve the result, because you don't have the skill set and the leverage of skill set to be more efficient, to have the luxury of being more efficient. Right. The more reps that you do, the higher likelihood that it is that you're going to be successful. The higher likelihood that it is that you're going to achieve the result, just because you're talking to so many people and you're doing so much freaking volume that it's unreasonable for you to fail or for you to not see the result, right? And then after a certain period of time, you start to get better. You start to improve your skill set, because now through that volume, you're having more conversations, you're doing more repetitions, and you are just naturally improving your skill set, right? Once you improve your skill set, what happens is you start getting the result faster with less volume, right? A lot of people get comfortable in these spots. A lot of people stop doing the volume that got them there in the first place, and they stop compounding on that. They're like, okay, you know what? It used to take me 100 calls to get a deal. Now it only takes me 50 calls to get a deal. So I'm going to stop at 50 calls. Right? Some people will do that. 99% of the world is going to do that, right? If you want to be a high income earner, if you want to be better, if you want to start to lead people, if you want to be top of the top in whatever it is that you're doing, you need to continue that effort. It compounds on each other, right? So now it takes you 50 calls to get the same result. Still do 100. Now you've doubled your result by doing the same input that you have been used to doing, right? But also, how much more is your skill set compounding on itself, right? Because if you're only making 50 calls a day for an entire week, over the course, I am making the same amount of calls in 2.5 days by continuing to just compound that, right? So now my learning curve is cut significantly. This is actually super important in solar as well, right? Because solar has a very high learning curve. There's a lot of different things that are constantly changing, moving around. You're going to try to say all these different things to try to figure out what clicks with a homeowner. The more repetitions that you get by doing this, and the faster it is that you will start to find success, right? So just keep in mind, guys, the world is dictated by results, not effort. So at some point, you will need to create some leverage in your skill set, right? Because you want to drive results. And it might piss you off that there's people out there that are getting better results than you and they're working half as much. That's the world, right? They have, I guarantee you though, to that point, they have put in a significant upfront loaded effort. So hopefully that resonates with someone. Just remember, keep your foot on the gas. Once you start to find a little momentum, never let go of it, because it can be a fickle bitch and you will want to get it back as soon as you possibly can. So let's crush it today, guys. Happy Thursday. Let's get after it.